Hi, Divine Rebels, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings here, and today we are doing a reading to see what kind of relationship does this person want to have with you. Now, if you are feeling highly sensitive, really check in with yourself and see if you're wanting to hear this message right now, if it's for you to receive, maybe come back to it. Sometimes people get upset if it's not the answer that they want to hear and they say rude comments or they dislike, which I'd rather that than something more drastic. And I understand you might just be like, why dislike, but really check in with yourself and take your time, breathe it out, tune into their energies. It's important with love readings that we tune into saying the question and receiving the reality of what that person is responding versus getting into our manifestation of what we're trying to make the relationship be while we're doing pick a cards, right? Because we can manifest a whole separate reality of, well, this is the answer I always get. Well, if we're pushing our own feelings forward and how we feel for a person when we pick a pile, then it's going to collaborate with that energetic message that we're sending it. But if we tune in and we're opening up and we're ready to receive how this person's really feeling, what's really going on, we could get a different message, which is why sometimes we can be drawn to more than one pile. So when that happens, I just practice, okay, if I say my name, oh, I'm more drawn to that pile. If I say their name, oh, okay, I'm more drawn to this pile over here. And then I repeat the question that is the title of the video, the intention of the video, and see where that draws me. So just some little inside tip for those who are learning, or, you know, if you've been on a pick a card streak today or this week or this month or this year and need a little reminder, we have 4 options here. We're doing the little pendants again. We did them on a live. 1 is Carnelian, an orange stone. 2 is a little potion bottle in a little green vial with a little bubble bottom. 3 is Egyptian Jasper. It's like brown and kind of a tannish color. Swirls, kind of looks like hieroglyphs in a way. And 4 is this faceted amethyst. Okay, so those are the options. 1 is Carnelian, 2 is the potion bottle, 3 is Egyptian Jasper, and 4 is the amethyst. And we're just going to hop right into it. All right, for those of you that chose the Carnelian, how does this person feel, or what kind of relationship does this person want to have with you? So we have Innocence here from an oracle. We have Panther. We have Risk reversed from the Healing suit. So Healing and Risk reversed. We have this card here. We'll flip it over in a moment and read it from the Heart, the Lover's Oracle. We have the 3 of Diamonds, which says the giraffe. It is the constellation of Camelopardalis. Camelopardalis. We have from Lenormand the Censor, which is an additional card in this Lenormand series. It's not a traditional one. And the Rider. Okay, and let's look at the tarot. We have 10 of Cups. We have the 9 of Wands reversed. And we have the Emperor. Okay, there could definitely be a Pisces, Aries energy here. Could be a Sagittarius involved. There could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Yes, yes. So this person could also have like a Mars rising, Mars on the midheaven, a prominent Mars in their chart, or the way that your guys' charts hit each other, Mars could be a dominant energy. Okay, and Carnelian, which you picked, is very forth moving and active and truth seeking, that kind of vibe. So that could be a dynamic in the relationship that they want. So this person wants to find a way to minimize trauma and risk, but find a way to get back to having a more innocent connection. They definitely want to feel like they can be in control, that they can be their full selves, that they can be very authentic, that they don't have to hold back, that they don't have to feel like they are, you know, being like submissive to another person, to you in the relationship, or even to family members. If that's been a dynamic where maybe within your culture or your social group or just your particular families, there's been this energy of, well, you have to play this role, you're supposed to be submissive, or you're supposed to do this or that. They're kind of wanting to and get rid of that. They want to be in harmony and have a lot of love with the family dynamics and with friendship and business connections, but they really want to maintain their freedom and their autonomy within this relationship. They really don't want to have to worry about stepping on each other's toes and getting hurt. Maybe they want you to embrace their fiery nature, okay? So they could be somebody who is a fire sign who's like, man, I don't want to worry every time that I express myself or that I do something that's for my life, for my decisions, that you take it personally or you're upset about it. They could have Scorpio as well, definitely could have Scorpio. So they're like, okay, I'm fierce sometimes, but I'm loving. Like, I'm fierce but gentle and soft, and they want to be able to have that dynamic. Or maybe you're the one who's more fiery and fierce and dominant, and they want to be able to like bridge that gap a little more. Like, so if they're like a water sign, a Pisces or a Cancer or something, like they're trying to learn to embrace that and not take it personal when you are more snappy, when you're more in command. Okay, Capricorn, Aries energy, or even Scorpios could be on either side of this equation. They really want to just have like a purity and innocence and see each other in the best light. They're trying to like smudge away and clear away any negative energies that have happened. Maybe you guys went on a road trip, or they were on the road, or you were on the road, other things happened, maybe you guys parted ways for a while, and I feel like in the end game you guys should always be friends. There should always be a loving vibe between you. Now, some of you do have families and they want to be peaceful co-parents with you. For some of them, they're not going to come back and commit to a relationship, but they're like, the children are innocent. We should be focusing them in this situation. You know, if they've been the one causing hurt and pain, they're, you know, having those talks with themselves where they're like, okay, I want to be able to have an element of healing. Like, I can't be so reckless trying to be free that I'm risking traumatizing the family and the children. I need to find a way where I can go out and do what I need to do, but that I am a decent father figure or parental figure and bringing joy and harmony to the family and able to co-parent and look forward into the distance, what we will need and anticipate the needs of the family in this relationship. Okay, so their message here, it says, when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. So at the end of the day, this person really has like a familial love kind of feeling for you. That doesn't mean that you guys might be married or dating or anything, but at the end of the day, if they had to choose like not have you in their life or be able to keep you as like a family friend that they could always love, or like somebody who's like a soul friend or even co-parenting, like they would want to keep you in their life. If they had to be like, well, you'll work in a career together with each other, but that's all the further it will go, like they would take whatever that is so that you guys can know each other and be in each other's life. You're part of the bigger plan when they do move forward in their life, which might seem strange because at the same time they're not going to sacrifice their free will and their different day-to-day things and how they plan their life in order to be overly flexible. But they feel like that should work. They're like, if I be who I am and you be who you are, and we both just keep trying to like cut the bullshit, learn how to heal, come together, and just like, you know, if we stay open to planning for each other to be in each other's life, then it should all work out. Like, it should just work out. Kind of the way children are, right? When kids are friends, they don't really overly analyze when they're first friends at school, like if their families would like each other or get along, or, you know, this one has a completely different family life than this one. They don't really think about that at first. They're just thinking about the connection. Like, this is my friend. We're so different, but we love each other. We're always going to love each other. We're always going to be connected, whatever our relationship is. And so they feel like they want to plan with you that way. Like, we both get to be our own radical selves and plan our own lives, but we have the understanding that we're always going to be in each other's life, and there's a harmony that's there. So if you guys have been like blocking each other or rejecting each other, they really want to be able to move away from that. I don't think, if you're the one who's blocked in this situation, I don't think that they'll do it until they feel like you accept like the rules and standards that they have for themselves in their own life. So if they felt like you crossed emotional boundaries, or, you know, just didn't respect them for being the boss of their own life and their decisions and who they want to be and, you know, how they go about their life, then they'll just hightail it out of there, because they're very protective of themselves as well, and they're very sensitive, and they feel like they have that kind of, you know, innocence. They can be gullible and stuff, and they don't want to be swayed. They want to stay in their strength and really stay in their place of power. But if you honor the rule that they have over their life, kind of their own mind, their own free will, then they will open up that door again, because they're like, okay, you can join me on this journey, and it can be something that's really amazing and celebratory. We can help each other in business, we can help each other in family goals. For some of you, you will even be able to create that family together, being together. There could even be a blended family. So this person wants to make sure, if they do already have children by other people, that you will be respectful to the other co-parents, that you will be respectful of their other children, and you know, that everything just really fits. Again, they don't want to risk backtracking on any health. They've been on this card here, there's this tiptoeing on the tightrope, and they finally feel like they want to come off of that. They don't want to have to tiptoe, they don't want to be on eggshells, they want to be like, yo, this is who I am. So once that element of respect is there, I feel like they will feel more free to open up, to plan long term, to talk about their happy endings and their long-term goals that they have, to see you as someone who's joining in on the path and not someone that they have to be defensive against, and to feel like, you know, that it's like you give their heart wings, like you guys protect each other, you look out for each other, you have each other's back no matter what. So that is what they want in a relationship with you. So wherever the relationship is falling, this person does have some mad love for you. They have respect for you. They want to share some respect, you know, put some respect on it for what you guys each create individually in this world, your career paths, your families and stuff that you create, and to come together in a way that's harmonious and a blessing to you both, regardless of what form that relationship has to take. Basically, they'll take it. If it can be healthy and supportive and empowering to each other, they'll take whatever form that they need to, so that you guys can stay in each other's life along this journey. Okay, so that's what I'm saying for you, Carnelian. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again soon on another one. Yes. Okay, for those of you that chose number 2 with the little potion here, potion bottle, let's see, how or what kind of relationship does this person want to have with you? Oh, this is beautiful. Trust. And it has some of that green like we see in the little potion bottle. Like they look, let me see if I can do this. I'm holding these cards. They look very similar. Like that could be like a little trust spell. It looks like the fallen leaves and everything. All right, had to clear some space. So yes, they might want to make moves this fall or even into Capricorn season. So I would expect between September and December into January that you might see some developments coming. There could be a slightly slower pace and them wanting you to trust in the situation, what's going on. It could also be between like Virgo moon to Capricorn moon. Okay, let's see what else we have going on here. We have the spider. Very fall. Maybe this person has Scorpio, Sag, or Libra in their chart. Definitely could have Scorpio. We have the Phoenix. We have cynicism reversed as the problem, and it's number 44. Okay, so this person's throwing water on someone else's relationship. There could have been a third-party situation at some point, and now they're wanting to reverse the cynicism of that and all the negative. They're like, I don't want to be a negative synchronicity. I don't want, when you look at your synchronicities, to be like, see, it's telling me not to trust you. Maybe you have thrown some spirituality into this person's face before. Like they remember that. They remember. If you like were like, oh, this is because you a bum ass a Capricorn. Look, Capricorn said, huh, what did you, ma'am? You know, but I'm sorry y'all, I'm just trying to get it. Okay, so this is your heart card that you have. Okay, a little steamy. We'll get into that. We have the 10 of spades here, Sagittarius. Okay, we have some Lenormand cards. You got the cross and the crossroads. Okay, so they feel like, yeah, they might feel like, okay, I got to clear up some karma. I have to make sure that we go in a good way. Okay, they're trying to phoenix this shit. Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. From tarot here, we have the Death card. Oh my god, this particular deck I felt led to use has a phoenix on it, and I felt like, no, I have to use the animal cards again. Both decks, phoenixes. Forget about it. Okay, forget about it. Da 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 da. What was that commercial? Na 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 na. That was like way back in the day. Just like a part of childhood. Okay. I feel giddy. Like, I think that you make this person really giddy. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to see how, like, we can't even fit all of this into the screen, y'all, because they wanted some extra cards. And I hope no one's fast forwarding because we're getting messages throughout this, but like, wow, they just have all of this energy towards you. They also have the Page of Wands. So yes, a ton of energy. Could definitely be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. They really want to overcome all of these difficulties and burdens. Like, they know they were being difficult. They know they were being extra. They know that they were causing problems, bringing up people. They also might have felt that you had other people, other options. Maybe you didn't choose them originally, or you didn't realize that they were into you like that. And so now they're like, well, dang, like, shoot, we chose wrong. Okay, sorry to keep messing with these. I know that's annoying sometimes when people keep fixing the cards, but I just need y'all to see all of this juiciness. Okay, you got the juice. Yes, so at least that's good. This person wants you to trust again. They're like, look, I know I ate it. All right, Sagittarius, the Archer, they might have put their foot in their mouth and just like RIP'd. Period. Okay, not even rest in peace. Rest in like dun 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 dun. Just like, they're dramatic. They definitely have fire in their chart. Probably for a lot of you, they have some earth in their chart probably, and probably some Scorpio for a lot of you. There's a little bit of Aquarius here. Okay, yeah, there's a little Aquarius here, but so yeah, earth is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, y'all. So this person is just like, they're kind of besides themselves. Like, look over here, even the Grim Reaper is like weeping about the situation. Okay, like even the, what is it, Grim on Billy and Mandy doesn't have a sarcastic response. They're just like, no, you messed up. You messed up. Like, they are just over here mourning everything that they did, where they really fucked up, and wanting this situation to come together. Now, if you haven't had any bad experience, they might just be carrying this from past lives. Definitely y'all have some karmic energy here. All right, you met for a reason. You keep intersecting each other's lives. A lot of you, it's this lifetime. Like, you already know, you're like, yes, like since childhood, since whenever, since you guys worked together, went to school together, you guys just always intersect each other's life. You always see, this is the Five of Wands. They have the 5 different aspects all syncing up to one path. So no matter what happens, this always reminds me of a pregnant belly. Some of you already had a child or something. Like, no matter what happens, they always just want to come back to you, reconnect with you. They could be using social media as a way to stay connected to you. Okay, they could also be in the LGBTQ community with you, or if you've been worried about them not being receptive to that, if you're somewhere on the spectrum with your gender or sexual identity, like, they're like, no, trust, I'm safe space for you. With this person, they've grown and changed a lot, and they don't know how to make you see that, because they carry the burden of all like that shit when they were young, when they were hype, when they lost their temper, when they didn't understand. Maybe you guys had some moral differences. Maybe they thought they were more religious, but they're like, wait, never mind, like, I didn't realize it was just, I was like programmed that way and following whatever beliefs. Like, you open them up to change, and they're like, look, I see you over here, you a phoenix changing, I can change too, I'm a phoenix. Like, we're similar. We're both phoenixes. We both have like this part of our spirits that are just like, this is how we do. Like, we're meant to connect that way. So we have this right here, which is very fiery and steamy and sensual as well. A lot of fire Scorpio energy, but with some earth energy too. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So of course we're each our own souls, but we have those people who are, you know, more like our soul than the rest of the spectrum, right? So you guys might have a lot of different karmic situations that you ran into and fixed in this lifetime, a lot of other soulmates that you curbed for each other. You guys have both being karmic soulmates with each other, but also being like, you know, what I would call greater soulmates, you know, this higher divine union that you guys have with each other too. And for some reason, in a lot of the past incarnations, you guys just never got together like that. You would always go and have other lessons, and I almost feel like you guys would treat each other with kid gloves sometimes. So there's 2 storylines. Some of y'all, you guys would never want to risk hurting each other enough to like go and have like relationships in the physical realm. Like, you guys were being too sensitive with each other, because, you know, real relationships, you end up getting some karmic stuff, you end up making mistakes, and it's almost like you guys didn't want to risk that with each other, so you just wouldn't. you have a lot of times of like you guys just staying on the sidelines and stuff. So this person is like, man, I want to get off the sidelines. I want to stop watching us pass each other at the crossroads, because now that's our karma, that we always would sit here and not make this decision and not get with each other and not make it happen. Like, shoot. Well, damn. So now they're like, and they almost don't care. They're like, whether the angels or whoever, I'm getting these chills, say whatever, like we're supposed to be together. At the same time, they don't really know how to pull that together. They don't. They're like, do I just like hold a sign? You know, those people who hold the signs like outside car washes and they flip them and stuff. Maybe they're dressed like a mascot. That's what this person feels like, trying to get your attention and communicate these deeper things. This person would definitely hang on your social media, on your interwebs. Okay, this person will definitely just stay around as like a watching force. And if it gets bad and this person gets insecure, they'll even be petty and start some fights or make you feel like you got to put out a few fires for them. They might even, you know, act like a little damsel in distress, cause a ruckus or something, and come to you like, oh my gosh, with like some grief. I do feel like you guys might have been thrown together through dramatic situations of like grief. It could have to do with social activism or things that are happening in the world. It could have to do with religious or spiritual things, or even stuff that happened in like the school. So for some of you, you guys have gone through like some tragedies together, or you've just really been, you know, observant of each other's life through very dramatic, intense situations. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, from the bottom to the top, whether you had finances or not, no matter what happened, maybe you guys have known each other through getting kicked out of other people's relationships and houses and stuff, and just all kinds of things. And this person, some of you, you both came from the streets, or you both came from really hard knocks, really hard lives, and they're just like, you know me. Like, you know me. You guys might have the same moon. You might have the same moon, or you might have just like a series of the same aspects in your astrology or similar astrology, where it's just like, man, we know each other. Some of you even have the same birthday or almost the same birthday. You have a lot of similarities in your chart, but then you also might have some things that are square or polar opposite. So it's just this mix of like, man, you have everything I need to learn that I do wrong, and you have everything that's like empowering that I love that's the same. So this person has a very spiritual outtake on your relationship. They do feel like no matter what, like, we're always going to know each other, we're always going to feel each other, we're always going to be connected. Like, this person's already going to their next incarnation. They feel like you have unfinished business from other relationships. Yes, probably. So they could be hesitant about that. They might have some unfinished business from other relationships. They might have concerns if you have children, or they do, how you guys would intermix. But I feel like they feel like you guys would get over it and be able to move forward. They might want to have a child with you, definitely. They might want to show you that they can handle you gently, and you know, maybe that's the thing. You're like, yeah, they try to handle me, it makes me mad. They might realize that they need to ease up, because they can be such a hard ass on trying to control the dynamics between you guys. And, you know, are you guys, what zone are you in relationship wise, you know? And they still kind of want to do that. It's hard for them to fully let go, but they do want to do it for like the best. They're like, they want to show you that they are worthy. Like, they're over here feeling like the little Page of Wands, but they want to feel like the Emperor, like taking care of things, taking care of you, taking care of people. But I think they're realizing, okay, I'm not at that level yet. Like, I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes. So I think they're at the point, they don't know if they should make these mistakes in front of you, with you for once, finally, like actually in a consistent relationship, or if they should just go and keep learning on the side through other relationships, because they feel like you guys are in game this lifetime or next. You are always going to be connected. They want to have a sexual connection with you, definitely. Part of them feels like, okay, we could just, you know, we could just screw, and then like boom, we'd be done, we'd be aligned, like we just need to connect. But part of them feels like, no, we have some deeper emotional concerns. We have people that maybe we're affiliated with that the other person wouldn't like. We have history here, we have a lot going on. So they're a bit up in the air. They just know they want to connect with you. They want things to change for the better. They want to see obstacles as something you defeat together, not as something that you fight each other for or come against each other. They do kind of want to hold you to that karma that they feel like if they had to hold you to like a kind of a little bit of bad karma to keep you in their life, like they would, you know what I mean? If they're like, oh, I could cut this cord and deal with this issue, or I could stay mad at this person for doing that, for picking the other person, they're going to stay mad at you if it means that you're going to be connected to them. So there is a bit of toxicity here. I think it's kind of mutual, because it looks like it's on both sides that you guys have, where you don't really want to let each other go, but they don't want to be cynical anymore. They want to trust in this relationship. They want to trust in this union. They might have already tried to reach out to you through social media. They definitely want to have a sexy time with you, okay, and get it on. Again, they could want to have a child or even some pregnation, but I feel pregnation, y'all, come on now. I feel like that's, you know, a little bit further off for most of y'all, but yeah, they want to get it together. They just want to beast it against all this shit that's been causing, you know, chaos and hurdles and mistakes. Like, damn, they're just so damn tired of their mistakes. They're so tired of it. They're so tired of everyone else's voice that was in y'all's ear, like your friends or your coworkers or your you know, like in school or whatever, all the extended group of people. They just want to be the only one in your ear, or for you to just hear like the lovebirds. Okay, that's all they want to chirp at you is the lovebirds. They could be watching your memes like, no, damn, not that, I just texted them and then they put this stank meme. No, damn, why? So they just want to get out of this negative karma here if you can move forward, okay? But this person plans on sticking around and kind of fighting for you, or even fighting you if it's going to keep you in their life, okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you. Number 2's with the potion bottle. I hope that was helpful for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Woo woo. All right, for those of you that chose number 3 with the Egyptian Jasper here. Okay, let's see. What kind of relationship does this person want to have with you? We have expression. I always love this card. Very indigo kind of energy. You could both relate to being indigos or have traits of that. There could also be a big third eye. Oh, look what I see there on the third eye. Third eye connection. This is elephant. It also relates to Ganesha. Removing blockages. Bad attitude from the problem suit being thrown away. They want to get rid of these stank attitudes, okay? They want to learn how to express without all of this negativity. We have bad choices from the problem suit as well. Number 55, reverse. They want to get rid of the difficulties of making bad choices. This person is eating the apple that looks delish, but there's a worm, okay? So maybe through their ego, I'm seeing the yellow dress here, they made some bad decisions, chose the wrong apple, I had the wrong worm, okay? And now they're like, shit, I need to be more heart space. I need to, you know, stop pretending I have feelings for these other people and situations when they just leave me in a bad place. So we have this heart card from the Lover's Oracle. We'll get into that in a moment. We have the King of Spades, Aquila, the eagle. There could be Aquarius energy definitely here. There could be Gemini as well. From Lenormand, we have the anchor and the clouds. So definitely there could be Aquarius. There could also be Capricorn, Libra. We have the Empress card. So there could be Libra or Taurus. Let's see. We have the King of Swords reverse. So some people are definitely dealing with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. And we have the Eight of Cups. Maybe a few Pisces. Okay. All right, so what's going on with this person here? Or what does this person want to have relationship wise? So this person, they might want to get over a hurdle of rejection. This person might have friend zoned you for a hot minute, y'all. Let's be honest. They might have rejected this connection. They might have, you guys might have even dated and it just felt slow, platonic. And they didn't really get it. They didn't really know how to connect with you in a romantic way. And then maybe you went on to someone else and that person was a bad decision for you, or they went on to someone else and that was a bad decision, or both of you. And now they're looking back, like it like removed the blinders from them. It removed the obstacle and they were like, oh dang, like you are someone who like I can date like that. Like for whatever reason, excuse me, they might have seen you even more as like the nurturer that they come through when they need some therapy or something, because they have a lot of anxiety, stress, worries, depression kind of things, and they might have really stuck you in that role for a long time, and then they might be like regretting that right now, like why was I doing that? Like why this person's such a stable, sound part of my life, especially if you're an earth sign or a water sign, okay? So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. They might have really communicated to you in this way where you're like wondering, okay, did they actually want to talk to me? Is this a relationship, or were they just needing me to help them with their mom problems? Like, you know what I mean? Those kind of things. this person is having the blinders come off and see these tears falling. They definitely feel bad if there's been any type of sorrow or pain caused. It says acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point trying to change what is beyond our control. So this person isn't going to try to force any type of relationship aspects with you. They feel like with the King of Swords, King of Spades energy, and the Eight of Cups, whatever you decide, they're like, okay, that's what you want for the life, for the relationship. It's very interesting because in this one, the Empress, they put this aspect of like the forbidden fruit with the snake, and in this one, the bad choices. This person took and ate an apple from the tree, but it had the worm in it, and then they're needing to throw away the bad attitude and the bad relationships. So this person does want, if you've been having a bad attitude towards them, they do want that to change. They do want to, you know, express in a way that would make you see that, like, it's almost like they, like, you've blown their mind, or their it's like their idea of you. Like this person had a very specific idea of you, and that has been kind of shattered, and it's been transformed, as we see with the butterflies there, and they're seeing you in a whole new way. They're seeing you as somebody who can be multifaceted. You can be like all the things, because the Empress encompasses all the queens of tarot. The Queen of Swords with communication and logic, and, you know, being more reserved and being able to cut people off if they don't come correctly. The King of Cups with love and romantic energy and sensitivity and you know, divination and stuff. The Queen of Wands, which is fiery and bold and dynamic, very sexual, and, you know, just even raunchy and straightforward sometimes, very good at business. And then the Queen of Pentacles, who's good at business in a different way and good at building legacies and, you know, financial stability and physical health and stuff. So they see like, wow, you have all these different sides to yourself, and they hadn't really seen that before. So now they're like, okay, instead of using my mind to judge and criticize and stress and think of all these worries, I need to be up in the air like an eagle, looking ahead, seeing all the different aspects and all the different gifts and talents and opportunities that this person has, that you have. And so I do feel like this person would want to, like, I feel like a lot of you might be separated. This person would want to like shout you out and be like, just say like that, basically like good looking out there for yourself, that they're proud of you, that you've evolved and are growing so well, and they see you now. It's like that, you know, sometimes you just like, I see you. Or when you're like, oh, hey business owner, okay, hey new shoes, like they have that kind of vibe with you, where they feel like, or that's the energy they're feeling towards you, where they're like, man, I just feel like they judged you really harshly in the past, or have been, and they're starting to see the other side of that. And it could have just been their way. So I almost wouldn't even take it personal. It could be like Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, how they're just really hard on everybody, Libra, Gemini, okay? And now they're just like, man, like, you make them think about that. Like, why am I cynical sometimes? Why do I have a stink attitude? Why do I do all of that? I need to have better communication. I need to come to the Empress correctly, as I always say. I need to show more faithfulness to wanting to be in a good state of mind, in a good communication place, than to just like being given into staying in the state of mind of depression and anxiety. Not that those are always things we can snap ourselves out of, but there's a spectrum, right? And there are definitely ways to aid and help ourselves for a lot of the different areas of anxiety and depression. So I feel like this person might have just been like, well, I'm just cynical, that's just how I am, and you've really opened things up to them. I feel like they feel like you are kind of out of their league, definitely, and they might still feel like there's obstacles towards you. Again, there's that energy that they want to write to you, they want to communicate to you, because Ganesh took part of his what is it called, trunk, not his trunk, his tusk, and made it like as to use as a scribe, right, when he needed to write. So this person has expression that they want to share with you. They have stuff they want to get off their chest. They might even want to tell you this, like, I used to see you this way, now I see you this way, and all this kind of stuff, but they don't want you to like leave. Or maybe you've had these communications before and you left or blocked them, and have seen them as an ex or someone in your past. So this person just wants to clarify things and heal things. I feel like you kind of make the rules for them. Like, they're definitely centrally attracted to you. They see you as like a luxury, though. Like that's what it is. They see you as a luxury, as someone they would have to work for, they would have to be in the right mindset for, they would have to put a lot of effort in. I think now they're getting to the point that they would be willing to do some of that work, but they're also very realistic and very logical in the fact that, like, this isn't going to be just a walk in the wait, a walk in the park. I was gonna say a walk in the ballpark. I think they feel like maybe you're out of the ballpark for them, right? Like beyond a home run. And so and that's not easy for them. They're not a professional ball player, okay? Maybe that's the thing. I feel like a lot of you, this person could be a little weird, a little awkward. They could be a little bit like, maybe their friends are more able to go out and get them and, you know, play the field and stuff, and it just doesn't go well if this person tries that. This is evidence of such. And so yeah, there's just this vibe here that they want to just clear the air. They don't want you to think bad of them. Maybe they feel like they left a really bad impression, like it's like a bad taste in your mouth, but for the mind, right? And they just want to clear that away and be like, hey, like, I'm not a complete louse. Like, what is that song, Loser by Beck? Or right, or like She Hates Me by Puddle of Mud, or, you know, any of those kind of like you know, I'm just a punk, I'm a creep, I'm a weirdo, those kind of vibes. This person might feel like they just, I mean, they have the ego energy, and they do have a kind of a sense of superiority and think well of themselves in certain ways, but they might feel like you knocked them off that pedestal. You knocked them off of how high and mighty they thought that they were. And so they have to rethink kind of the walls they build around themselves, and the way that they use certain ideas and theories and knowledge. They could have Sagittarius too, like as a way to feel better than people. And so when they connect with you and you're just more real, you're just more sensual, and in a way you seem tangible, even though you're out of their reach in some ways, like they just don't really know how to respond to that. So you're crashing down a lot of walls for them. They're standing there taking it off to the distance maybe, and just kind of watching. I feel like they think well of you. They feel proud of you. They go in and out of like their Kid Cudi energy, right, day and night. He's a Aquarius with a Cap moon, if I remember correctly, or vice versa. So this person is, yeah, I don't think that they're fully available because they have so much that goes on internally, but I do see them willing to be more aware and working on things like communication and positivity, and honoring you how you deserve to be honored, as far as even recognizing that, like, you're right, you do deserve to be treated better, you know, you do deserve to have your higher standards and things of that nature. So they're ready to change their bad attitude. They want to make better choices, and you know, how much they're able to do so kind of depends on where you're letting the relationship go and how patient you can be with their missteps, okay? But I do feel like they want to message you, or have a heart-to-heart, or they have a lot of ideas in their head of what they would want to communicate, of how you inspire them, how you change them, how you challenge them and help them to grow, and just how beautiful that they think you are, and the successes that they see in you. Okay, so that is what I'm seeing for what kind of relationship they want to have with you. Still kind of slightly up in the air, but working on it. All right, so please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you soon on another one. All right, last but not least, we have this Amethyst here. Okay, for those of you that chose Amethyst, what kind of relationship does this person want to have with you? We have here compassion. This person's kind of begging for compassion, got me begging for mercy. Okay, we have the Horse. We have irresistibility from the Luck suit. Makes sense. There could definitely be a Sagittarian energy, and Sagittarians do like to beg forgiveness rather than permission. We have these two heart cards here that we'll get into in a moment. We have 10 of diamonds here from the playing cards, the Charioteer, which is Auriga is the constellation. It says winter, so it could be Cancer, it could also be a Capricorn, Aquarius, or Pisces. We have the Fox, okay, little snake fox from Lenormand, with the this is the like the souk, the business place, the market. This is an additional card in this tarot or Lenormand. We always get the additional cards, the special cards from this deck, and I like that. You also have the Sun card from this Lenormand. Decks will be linked down below, or they'll be listed down below. Okay, we have the Hierophant. we have the Seeker of Swords, the Knight of Swords reversed, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, the Ten of Diamonds and the Ten of Pentacles. That's interesting. Okay, so what relationship does this person want to have with you? Okay, this person definitely wants some compassion and maybe even forgiveness for something. They definitely could have put their foot in their mouth as well. We have the Knight of Swords reversed. They could have Sag and Gemini in their chart. They could have Aries going on. They could even just have very stubborn earth energy with this Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo here. And there could have been a clash. Either you're more free-spirited and they're very rigid, or vice versa. And so it's very difficult for them to just like accept. It's difficult for one of you to just accept the other. So people end up feeling like they have to kind of sneak around in this relationship, that they have to find other ways to handle things, to get space. Maybe there's been some dishonesty, lies, mistruths. Some of you guys definitely work together. I'm seeing a lot of career, or maybe you met in like long-term school or working in a bank or something together. But yeah, there's like this official energy. You also might have your families tied together. Maybe your families know each other, so it's not easy for you to just kind of like shit on each other. Like you have a responsibility to maintaining the family bond. Okay, there could even be like a business. Maybe you share a business with this person, or something of that nature that, yeah, I don't know, or maybe like they are an employee of like your uncle or something. There could be something strange that's missing, or not strange necessarily, but something unique that's mixing up family and I want to say schooling. Look, it's like all of them: family, schooling, work, all together in some ways. Maybe your families are just more integrated now. Of course, you could have a family together or even be married, but there's always this energy of how committed do you have to be. I feel like you guys can take each other for take advantage, or take each other for granted is what I mean to say. Maybe someone took someone for advantage, meaning like financially or something. They're like, I want you to pay me back, or I want you to forget that you loan me such and such. Okay, they need a ride all the time or something. But yes, so, but there's a mix of like, yeah, kind of, it could be taken for granted. It's like when someone wants to be free, but they want to go out there, be irresistible to the world, like just do whatever they want, be out here taking flowers to whoever, going around, like all these people, right? A lot of options and flirting and stuff. But then on the other hand, there's like this commitment that's there, and there's like having to see each other. Maybe you guys tried dating in the workplace and then you've separated, but I feel like they will put obligations and responsibility ahead of romance. So a message for you: I'm thinking of you at this very moment. What? Your love fills me with light. I love you. And then we also have friendship. Okay, baby on my lap now, woke up. So yeah, this person could, you guys could literally have kids or other family or obligations, and they would put that ahead. They want the happy energy to stay here on whatever is bringing in money, whatever is bringing abundance. So we have friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So they want to be better business partners. They want to be better family members, if you guys are family members, or you know, whatever that dynamic is, community members. They want to have better friendship dynamics between the two of you, and handle your obligations and responsibilities better. They want it to be something that is a blessing and not a stress. So if you guys have, maybe you've been bickering about like finances, or like just like maybe they're your boss for some of you, and you're like, okay, well, they should be letting me, you know, have longer breaks, they should be letting me do this and that, and they're like, no, I still have to maintain what I need to maintain. You should be respecting the rules and regulations. Or it could be vice versa. So this person really wants you to respect like their schooling, their work, their family obligations, all of those kind of things, and they want to be respectful of yours, but they want you guys to also be able to have you know, a good bond. They do have love for you. It says they were thinking of you at the moment of this reading. They want to get close to you. Like even this card's a friendship card, but look at how like intimate and caring that is, and very respectful. I hope you can hear me. I had to put the microphone in a weird place because baby was trying to grab it. So yes, they find you irresistible. They feel like they're very lucky to have you in their life. They just want you guys to have more compassion and less bickering and arguing. And for some of you, this could be, you know, going into a traditional long-term relationship, a marriage. If you're already in a relationship, I would say, then they're definitely geared towards creating a family together, having a marriage, uniting your families, that kind of thing. They might want to do a business together with you. Either way, they could be interested in having a business with you, even do some travel, but they really want to make sure that you maintain your friendship and that you maintain your attraction. It could also be one of relationships where you guys are together for like years and then you part, or you even divorce and then you come back together years later, like refreshed with new goals and new accomplishments and things, and you re-meet up. So this person feels like the long term, the end game is what's important, and maintaining their friendship with you and just having that love with you is very, very important. They don't want to like mess up all the finances or mess up your security together or anything like that. You guys might have chose more than one option because there was another option that had a similar vibe. But yeah, I feel like they have a very practical approach in a lot of ways. That could be frustrating if you're wanting some wild passion, or perhaps you're the one who's very practical and they're you know, the wild horse over here. But it is that feeling of wild horses, that song, they couldn't pull me away, couldn't keep me away. Wild horses will ride them someday. Okay, so they have that energy of wanting to plan things long term and to keep you around despite your mischiefs, and having to ask forgiveness and compassion of each other, and overall just having a very good energy and vibe that they see of you. Yes, love, love. That's right, baby. Baby says love, love. You guys got a little baby message. Maybe some of you are expecting or considering walking down the aisle, or, you know, buying homes, getting marriage together, guys. That kind of thing. So yes, there could be some rocky spots. Sometimes you guys do silly things to try to have your own space and your own independence and things. The more you can be more like friends and have understanding like you would for your friends when they need space or they need to do things for themselves or have their own autonomy, the better your relationship will be. Because I definitely feel like commitment is there. There's commitment all over the place with this person. They'll just buck if they feel like things are getting too stuck, or maybe you do that and they've been having an issue with it. So I feel like they want to balance that out, and otherwise they're in a good place, you know. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys. I hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.